Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the spiritual guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love makes the world go round and round and round. And truly, love is the greatest medicine of them all. And simply put, ladies and gentlemen, love always, it always wins. So with that said, what I want you to do to begin this fabulous message of the day, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 hit the notification bell so we give you information every single day on how you can live heaven right here on earth. Today, we honor, happy birthday to you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the United States of America is what I call, and I would beg to debate the issue anytime and with anyone, the Jesus Christ for Black people in America. If you look at the similarity between the understanding of Jesus Christ so-called died for our sins. Jesus Christ was willing to sacrifice his life for our liberation of freedom of religious expression, fortitude, strength, of freedom of love, of freedom of economic and spiritual and political and social upliftment and empowerment, and was willing to make that sacrifice and go through all that pain so that we could live and survive. So let's analyze that a little bit, and I implore, because I contribute this to our own African spirituality, United States of America. We give homage to an expression and to the meaning of the Christ consciousness. But the reality of the situation is it has come to us so clearly and so effortlessly. If you really juxtapose, the life of Jesus Christ and the life of Dr. Martin Luther King and see the major similarities of it. And if you had to see God, if you had to see, quote unquote, the Son of God, why could you not see that Son of God as a Black man? And more importantly, as Dr. Martin Luther King. Because the reality of the situation is that whether or not you agree if it was prophetic or not, but the reality of the situation is, in all of the speeches over the years and the lectures that I've watched, having been on this earth for 55 years, and having been I got it in my youth, a complete a follower of Dr. Martin Luther King, because I really got this one important thing. He sacrificed his life. I want people to really grasp around that. He sacrificed his life so that you and I, my fellow Black man and womankind, could be able to do the many things that we take for granted today. The fact that we can purchase a home and live in and get a loan from the bank and sign our name into it and own it. Keep in mind, according to the Declaration of Independence, we were considered 33rd of a person, meaning that we were not fully human beings. That's what justified their ability to treat us like slaves and do the barbaric, inhumane conditioning and literally put nooses around our heads and trot around the street. We have pictures of a little girl trot around with a noose over the neck of a little girl like she was a dog as they played a game, and as she, basically, what do they call it? That's why I even like to put leash. I can't even say the word because to me it's barbaric. I don't even like to put these things on dogs themselves, to even have them travel around, to control, manipulate them, I can't even pronounce it. I'm glad I can't, because I don't want to put anything, not even another animal. I don't even take my kids to zoos or to circuses and things of that nature. I don't think no one should have control over an animal to the point whereas they manipulate them to only use them for their own self-aggrandizement. These are beings, these are life forces that we must honor and learn to respect. Now I'm going off on a slight tangent. Let's begin to back this full circle back to Dr. Martin Luther King. But I get it. Because of his death, him being the staunch proponent of the Civil Rights Bill and Voting Rights Bill of 1964 and 65, I want us to really grapple with that. The fact that this man died so young at the age of 39 years of age, leaving a wife and 4 children behind, and a mother and a father and sisters and brothers, and knowing and was willing to do that. He was by a deranged black woman. He was stabbed almost close into his heart. His life was always threatened. His house was bombed. There were many instances that people had attempted to kill him, not once, not twice, but several times, until it finally happened. But even with all of those obstacles, that man fully did understand the true meaning of unconditional love. So that you and I could walk into a movie theater and sit in the front row, or on a bus and sit in the front seat, or be able to get jobs and own businesses and be able to buy cars and vehicles and things of that nature and get loans, and to be able to vote our way. That was a right that should have been just mere fact of what the Constitution had basically stated. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that all men and women are created what? Equal. And to this day we have to have amendments for things that are so obvious, written in black and white. And this man said it many times before, until on April the 4th, 1968, someone did gun down him. And like I said, he's died. And remember, that's our karma, so that you and I could live this so-called freedom and continue on. Because as we're very well aware of today, black people, we have no right to even get weary, because they fought for things that were even considered even unattainable. And now that we have attained it, they are basically bastardizing it, and they're stripping away our freedom and our rights to vote. And what we have to do right now, we're reminded every year when we celebrate our birthday, and that's one of the things he said in one of his famous quotes: a human being is not fit to live if he is not willing to die for something that is so much more bigger than him or herself. It is about the sacrifices that were made for us. It is our karma to turn around, in good karma, to make sure we continue to make that, be willing to make that same sacrifice, so that our children can live in the free world that is, sure enough, beyond a dream. It is a reality in my world, that my children will be judged by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin or by their sex. We still, Martin Luther King's speech I'm listening to just today, reminding us of the police brutality that is so very prevalent. It has been covert for so very long. It's not like it was not going on, but now the revolution has not only been televised, but on this device that I'm speaking to you right now, it is being recorded. And this is the only way we've been able to get justice of late for many black men who have been killed at the hands of police brutality. But even greater than that, let us talk about the elephant in the room that is even more profound than that could ever be, and that's the black-on-black crime, the black-on-black homicide that we commit every single day of killing ourselves and each other because of the mere fact that we've been so traumatized. We've been suffering so much from post-traumatic slavery, which is the bottom line, a lack of love for ourselves. We've been taught and programmed and brainwashed to hate ourselves so much that we're willing every single day that we wake up each and every day. Black men and women are killing each other without even a blink of an eye, without our caring even a thought, because we are truly, truly not mentally well in so many places and spaces in this time. And so we must heal, Black people. We must come together and we must live by the tenets of what Martin Luther King boils down to four letters in the word, L-O-V-E, love. 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 I say this every day. Love is the greatest medicine of them all. And that's why I say every day, if someone has not told you that you're valuable and that they love you today, my Black people, let me be the first. You are loved. You are cherished. Black is truly beautiful. And I want us to come full circle and learn and get back into the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King, and to remind ourselves that a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And so we know it's just us. If we're going to get back to that place of being kings and queens and gods and goddesses, which is what? The epitome of unconditional love, compassion, kindness, gentleness, calm, cool, collected, brave, and courageous under any and every circumstance, that whatever is going on is happening, and that we do it completely non-violently and completely with love. Because an eye for an eye will make us both blind. And you know, I just cannot stress to you that if you had to see Jesus Christ as Dr. Martin Luther King lived up to the tenets. Was he a perfect man? No, but he was a man on purpose, with freeing and contributing to the liberation of a Black people. So all man and womankind, they said he was a leader of morality. And that's what we've got to get. We've got to get back into the basics of our morals, values, ethics, that is so vital for the dignity and grace of us as gods and goddesses, and to realize our perfection right here, live in heaven, right here on earth, the riches that are of our divine right to live on this American land and all land in this whole entire world with love, joy, peace, happiness, bliss, nirvana, knowledge, and powerful beings that we are. So we're here with a great amount of gratitude. And as we reflect upon the life of Dr. Martin Luther King, remember what he did. He gave, until he could not give anymore. And even after he has transitioned, he continues in the next dimension to continue to remind us and to give us love, an ability to learn to love and honor ourselves. Remember, we are grateful for him sacrificing his life, and we give homage to the late, great Coretta Scott King, who carried on that man's legacy until the day she made the transition. And as they remind her, she's at my altar today, and his reflection in his book, and written in Japanese right now, is at my altar. And I pray to them, and I say thank you for allowing me the many freedoms that I have, that I can walk on this land, and I can own a piece of this land, and that I can be truly committed to creating a great America that it is destined to be by the grace and glory of God and the remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King, a saint. A saint. We don't need anybody to declare him to be a saint, because he has already paid his such dues in order, just like Jesus Christ on the cross. We saw him believed his love for us to his very last breath. So it is now our responsibility to continue on his legacy of economic empowerment and freedom for Black people. And in turn, as we achieve it for ourselves, we give permission for everybody else to have those same type of freedoms. And if one person is denied that freedom, trust me, the universe will contribute to all people being denied that freedom. But we will continue for voters' rights, for spiritual rights, for all the rights of man and womankind. I thank you for the fact that I can walk, talk, hear, smell, dance, sing. I can travel throughout the world. I can do so many things. Remember, Black people could not even drink out of the same water fountain, go to the same schools, educational institutions, visit libraries, parks, museums. No back door. Going in front of Woolworths, sitting at the countertop or the counters of restaurants. Being able to go to a hotel and make a reservation. Being able to fly on an airplane or even to ride a train. Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Because of the color of my skin and your skin. All shades of beautiful shades of black to caramel to yellow to red bone, some would say. Those many freedoms. And still today, as we smile, the love continues on to give permission for other people to contribute to. Free your mind. Remember, it's about the man and woman in the mirror. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you, the King family, for giving us such a hero, such a Superman, such a God, such a Jesus Christ, in the name of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you so much for sacrificing your life so that I and my family could live the dream and to continue on with the challenge of making America better than when it was created. Live up to the creed. And the statement is promissory note: life, liberty, and freedom and equality for all man and womankind. I look forward to the challenge. Amen I say, amen I say. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Tell us in your comments today what Dr. Martin Luther King means to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King. The Home Yogi will honor you until she chooses to make the transition and on until infinity, because it is love that makes the world go round and round and round. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Have a fantastic Martin Luther King birthday. For 365 days out of the year, live like the king and queen that Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King reminds us each and every day how we can live gracious and gloriously on this earth. Bye-bye for now.